An elderly man, a cane, and an abandoned house in the Canary Islands, Spain. Every morning at the same time, the neighbors would see him pass by, walking slowly with difficulty from very far away, always toward the same gate, always alone. Until someone decided to follow him with a camera to understand what that man was doing there every single day. And what they recorded reached millions of people around the world. Because when the gate opened and a small black cat came running toward him, everything suddenly made sense. Those two had not found each other by chance. They had been choosing each other for a long time. The cat lived alone in that abandoned house. No owner, no guaranteed food, nobody who cared whether she had eaten that day or not. The elderly man found out about her situation at some point, and he could not ignore it. He was not a young or healthy man. Walking was difficult for him. He needed a cane to get around, and the distance from where he lived to that abandoned house was not short. But from the day he learned that cat was alone and hungry, he made a decision he never questioned again. Every morning he made the journey. He arrived at the gate. He waited, and the cat came out to meet him with that calm urgency of someone who knows exactly that person is coming for her. The elderly man crouched down with difficulty, with all the effort that movement cost him, and placed a kibble in a plastic container. Then he arranged bowls of water so she would not run out during the day. He made sure everything was in order, and then he left, slowly, back the way he came. The neighbors started to notice. Someone mentioned that he probably lived in a care home where they did not allow animals, that he could not take her with him, that the only thing he could do was that: go, feed her, come back. And that was exactly what he did, without missing a single day. Someone recorded him without him knowing, and when the video reached TikTok, something in those images touched the place that words can barely reach. Because there was nothing extraordinary about what he was doing, just an old man with a cane who every morning walked a long way so a cat would not go hungry or be alone. And maybe that was exactly what made it extraordinary. The video reached millions of views, the comments filled with people who could not finish watching it without breaking down. God bless you, sir. The world needs millions more like this good man. But there was one comment that summed up what many were thinking without being able to say it. Many people criticize why he doesn't just take her home, but at least he does something great. And that is true, because that elderly man did not have everything he would have needed to save that cat in another way. But he had his legs, even if they cost him. He had his hands, even if they trembled. And he had the will to use them every single morning without exception. At the beginning of this story, an elderly man walked alone toward an abandoned house and nobody understood why. In the end, it became clear that he was not just going to feed a cat. He was going because it was the only moment of the day when neither of them was alone.